myself.
How you doing?
I almost slipped and fell.
No. Welcome to Charlotte Motor Speedway NASCAR Trackside Live. How y'all doing?
They drank their coffee. They're doing great.
I love it. Well, it's an early morning here, but we're so glad that you're joining us here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for an awesome day. We got a great show for you. And thanks again to everybody watching online, NASCAR.com, and of course, YouTube.com/NASCAR. Thank you guys so much for coming out.
Welcome out to NASCAR Trackside Live. This is for you, the fans. My name's Amy Long, and I'm so excited to be here this morning.
And my name is Jose Castillo. We got a ton of stuff in store for you guys. Some of you are going to get to play games with drivers up here, and it's going to be a blast. So I got to ask one more time, are y'all ready for a party here today? Awesome. Well, Amy, let's introduce our first guest. What do you say? Let's just bring him on and get this show started.
You want to get this show on the road?
Let's do this thing. I'm ready.
Let's do it. How about give it up for the driver of the #1, Jamie McMurray.
Come on up here, Jamie. Where you at?
Woo.
Come on down here. Oh, nice. Welcome, man.
Good morning
Come on up here.
to you. Good morning.
How are you guys?
Thanks for
Man,
making
we're doing
it out
awesome.
here.
I almost fall.
Oh, did you see me almost fall?
I did. I was like, oh man, that girl almost fell.
I know I did.
That was big.
I felt like I had to.
And I did a
address
great
it
job of
once I
just
got out
leaving her in
here.
the dust, didn't I? I'm so sorry.
Hi there. Such a pleasure to meet
Am
you.
I in
Thanks
the
for
middle?
coming on. Yeah.
Yeah, come
the guy in
on
the
in.
middle.
Sounds great.
Have you got
Oh,
some
yeah,
stuff
if
you
you'd
want to
like
hook
to.
up a fan here with some cool stuff? Look at that. Oh, man.
likes it.
Nicely
I
done.
was supposed to throw it, but you guys were really close.
Yeah. Welcome to
thought I would just
NASCAR
hand it.
Trackside Live.
I noticed your guys' shoes. Those look good.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
so do yours.
Hey, how did
Yeah.
Hey,
I
how
looked
about
down.
this?
I was like,
are
wow,
we
they
all
have
matchy?
great taste in shoes.
We
up here.
texted him earlier. We were like, now make sure to wear some cool shoes.
It's over
Yes.
here. Hang on. Ready?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
I got
and
you.
I'm spinning. Dang, I
There you go.
can't. I
Tricks.
got short guy syndrome.
Is it-
Yeah.
Well, no,
Is
these
that
things were
pretty good?
pumped
Go.
up really high.
They are kind of pumped up.
DJ
aren't
Drew, were you sitting in these bar stools?
they? No kidding.
Well, welcome. Thanks for,
So,
for
are
being
we
on
on
the show.
TV?
Yeah, so we're live right now
On what?
on NASCAR.com and YouTube.com.
Because
So-
Yeah.
I was told I was doing a Q&A, and then I got here, and all of a sudden it was like a production. And I was a little trying to figure out exactly what TV we were on.
We're on the internet, so we're cool.
Yeah.
We're
All right.
chill. We're chill. We can do it.
Big
Right?
day
We can have
here.
fun with it.
Yes.
It's a Q&A. It's just
Okay.
on the internet. So,
Perfect.
So we were bringing Trackside back. The whole deal was we want more access to the fans, to drivers that
Yep.
have fun with it, and the
That was
fans
a
have
great
really
show
turned out.
back when that was on TV, or on, I think it was on Friday night we had Trackside
Yep.
Live.
Yeah.
It was a great show. I've kind of noticed that a lot of the SMI tracks that they have been doing this. So,
Yeah.
yeah, really cool stuff.
Yeah, it's
Are
fun.
you guys the host every weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we do
Every
it.
weekend.
It's been a ride. It's been
Oh, wow.
great.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys, for
Cool.
hanging
Good
out
for
with
you
us.
guys.
too.
Yeah, so the plan is SMI tracks and then also back to the ISC tracks as well.
Oh, cool.
So.
You guys didn't know that I'd be asking the questions, right?
you know what?
We
I
did it.
like that.
Doing
Here,
it.
here, you
I'm
get the cards.
I'm
You
the question asker.
No, that's
All
right.
good. I
All right.
like
Yeah,
it.
I'm
That's
learning.
good.
Awesome.
Oh, we're also up on the big screen as well, up on the giant screen at the back of the track there.
There's a
So
big
How about
TV here.
there's a giant
There
TV.
is, yes.
Have
You
you,
really
ever seen?
don't-
Have you ever like wanted to play video games on that or anything?
No, but I did get to come here for a friend of mine had his little girl's birthday party here, and they played. I can't remember the movie. Yeah.
Kids movie.
I
A fun,
didn't
a fun
I didn't
kids
pay
movie.
attention. I'm not
Something
gonna lie.
Disney.
I ate the
princess-like.
cake is all I did. Yeah.
Yes. What's your favorite kind of cake?
Chocolate.
Yeah, I'm a
Anything
chocolate fan, too.
Yeah, anything chocolate. I'm good.
Oh, that's
too.
awesome. Well, we were
I
talking
agree.
with some friends earlier, and again, we like NASCAR Trackside Live because it's about fun stuff for the fans they may not know. And one of the things we were talking about was your karting experience and how you actually went and raced a kart that you built yourself.
I did. I
That's
actually used to
pretty
come
cool.
out here on Wednesday nights. They used to let you come out here and you could rent this little. It's like motorhome parking right now, but if you were to see it with no motorhomes, there's a little track inside of the big track. And my dad and I used to come out here on Wednesday nights and ride along, and it was fun. Yeah, good stuff.
That's really cool. It's fun to always see the drivers that are building stuff with their own hands, racing it, and that's really cool to keep that connection. So, are you still racing? You still do kart racing?
No, I've got a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old now, and karting takes up a lot of time. And so a few years ago, I retired from karting for the second time. Yeah, and so now the big thing I've been doing is just I did quite a bit of cycling, and I'm training for a marathon right now.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw
Pretty
that.
excited about
How's
that.
that
It's a
going?
lot of work. Yeah, tremendous amount of work, a lot of running. But I enjoy it. It's something that for me, it gives me kind of a goal every day of something to get up and look forward to. And if you've ever really been into fitness or exercising, you know that it's kind of like a drug, and your day doesn't feel complete without going out and doing that. So But it's fun. Matt Kenseth is actually going to go do this marathon with me. He's going to do the half marathon. And then I got another friend that's going to go. And so, yeah, we're going to make it like a little mini vacation.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
So like we said, one of the best parts about the show is getting the fans involved. So we've got a fan question out here in the field right here.
Look at this right down here.
What's your favorite baseball team?
We are in the playoffs.
Man, baseball.
We're getting ready for the World Series, man.
Yeah, so what's your favorite baseball team?
Atlanta Braves.
Me too. That's exactly right. That's so weird.
What a coincidence.
I cannot believe that we like the same baseball team. Awesome.
Nice.
That's amazing. Great question and good question back. I like that
right?
too.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Do we have another fan question? I think we had one more fan question set up. Were you the question?
Oh man, you put him on
Oh,
the
I
spot.
just put
Like,
him.
no.
He was like, it was
No
not
questions
me.
here.
Like,
No, sir.
Not my
No.
question.
Thanks for the shirt.
Yeah. Yes, that's exactly how I feel up here right now, buddy, and I have to do it.
Oh my gosh.
You're doing great.
If I
This
could get
is
my
fun.
shirt over my face, I would.
So one of the cool things about this, like we said, we're doing this all online, and we are talking a lot about social as well last night. How has social media made it easier for you to connect with your fans?
Oh, well, that's good and bad. The downside to social is that you can talk back, and there's no consequences. I do get a kick out of, though, if it's not that bad for me, but Kyle Busch and I have flown home from a few races together, and I think they call it trolling. Is that what they call this?
Yeah.
Something like that.
It's unbelievable what people say to him
is.
on social media. So it's not as bad for me, but it's interesting to see the response sometimes you get back. I remember wrecking Jeff Gordon a couple years ago, and wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, yeah.
It did not
Yes.
go over well.
There were no heart emojis
Not
back
good.
then, but there weren't any emojis back then,
Not,
so
yes.
that's a good thing.
Oh, they had a couple, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I don't know
invented
how
stuff.
you do the finger in like text characters. I don't know how that works. I think we've got one more fan question out here, right there. This gentleman, yes, sir.
Good morning. I was just
Good
wondering
morning.
what your thoughts are on the road course setup for the playoffs here in Charlotte.
Ah,
next week.
nice, good.
It's a good
Roval.
question. I don't know, to be honest with you. I'm going into that open-minded. I'm a part of the test that's going to happen here, not next week, but the following week. I did ride-alongs this morning in a Camaro, and I actually tested out the front stretch jog that they've put in. I think it's really hard to understand it right now because the track is still set up for the oval, and I know that when we come back here for the test or when you come back for the race, it's just going to make more sense. But I don't know, the interesting part about this is it's going to be a pretty slow road course, but I think there's probably some goods to that in that you can get into people without wrecking them or tearing their car up. We probably won't hear aero issues. So I don't know. It'd be easier to answer that after the test when you run some laps around the road course. I've been around it before, but never in a race car.
It's going to be fun to watch for sure. It was cool to see the turf go down and other little
I
changes
saw
too.
that.
Yeah,
I can't wait till somebody, not me, I can't wait till somebody goes through that, though. That's going to be interesting.
That is going to be interesting
Yeah.
to watch. That's going to be
I hope
fun.
it's not me, though.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
job.
We hope it's
Yes.
not you either.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much. Will you stick
Yeah.
around for just a minute and kind of
Yeah, we're
help us
gonna
out?
play a game.
We have a game.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We've got
Yes.
some fans are going to play it.
Okay.
You're just helping us kind of judge it,
Okay.
and no
Yeah.
pressure.
No
All right.
pressure.
So
Pressure's
Jamie's
off.
going to stick around with us, play a game. For everybody out there watching on the big screen, come on down here. We still got lots more show. NASCAR Trackside Live. And again, thanks to everybody watching online as well. You guys stick around. We got lots more. A game with Jamie McMurray. And you guys, the fans, send out your photos. Hashtag DJ Drew hooking up. Going to play a little music for us. But before we kick it off, let's toss it to some of your wins here at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
NBC Sports welcomes you live to the Lowe's Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina for the 31st race of the NASCAR Winston Cup season, the UAW GM Quality 500.
Jamie McMurray driving that 40 car, 26-year-old from Joplin, Missouri.
If I didn't feel like I was capable of winning races, I wouldn't be a race car driver.
He'll do it! 26-year-old Jamie McMurray pulls off the victory in just his second NASCAR Winston Cup start. Unbelievable. Everybody on their feet here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and the fifth chase in the race for the Sprint Cup is green. Yeah, we've got a spin up in four, and it's Kurt Busch. The man who's trying to make history with the sweep. Look out. Jamie McMurray just gets by.
What a move by Jamie McMurray, about a half car length advantage over Kyle Busch. Busch tries to keep him pinned down at the bottom. That's not going to happen. Jamie McMurray will not be denied. He takes the top spot off turn two.
Jamie McMurray's your winner.
And welcome back to NASCAR Trackside Live. You guys having a good morning out there?
Good morning.
Yes.
Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed.
Yeah, they are. They've had their coffee this morning. If you can hear my voice, we're over here at the pit party between the Winner's Circle and the Xfinity Garage, and we're waiting for you to come join us on NASCAR Trackside Live. We came back to play some games with Jamie McMurray. Thanks so much for sticking around.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous about this.
Don't be nervous.
Don't be nervous. It's going to
I
be
asked
great.
him how he got up here, and he said his wife shoved him in the line. So,
Speaking of which, do you have anything to say to your wife for pushing you up here?
Gee, thanks.
Hey, you might really be thanking her. We don't know what the prices
Never
are
know.
yet.
Yeah, that's right.
Happy anniversary a few days early.
yeah,
Awesome. Hey, that's not it. Where's
Good
your
for
wife?
you.
Point her out.
Right there.
How long?
Hi.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put you on the spot there. I'm so sorry. Man, you went from here to here, quick.
No, 25 years.
Wow, awesome. Congratulations.
25
That's
years.
amazing, guys.
Yeah,
Good
well,
for you.
then, nice round of
Amazing.
applause. 25 years, man.
Yeah.
That is
All right.
yeah, well done.
Are you guys ready to play The Price is McRight?
Well, I guess.
Yes?
All right, let's do this.
Do you want to
So-
find out who our contestants
Yeah,
are?
here's what we got. First of all, what's your name?
Larry,
Larry, and where are you from?
Dayton, Pennsylvania.
Hey, Larry from Pennsylvania. Give it up for Larry.
And over here, we've got...
I'm Joe, and I'm from Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
All right.
I think you got a cheering squad with you.
Little local crate. All right, so here's the game. The Price is McRight. I am going to throw out a menu item from McDonald's, and I'm going to give you a price. And then I'm going to ask you to ding in. Whoever dings in first is going to guess, is that price actually higher or is it lower than the price I've thrown out? Now, whoever gets it right, if you get it right, then you get a point. If you get it wrong, the other person gets a point.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right.
A lot of
so-
pressure.
I know,
Man.
it's a lot of
I
pressure.
know. And we have some fabulous prizes for you. Charlotte Motor Speedway's hooked us up. So remember, you got to ding the bell to chime in. And Jamie's going to help us out by...
That's good.
You're going to
Make
judge...
me be the bad guy.
No,
who-
you're good.
when
You're
the
good.
bell's closed.
You're just gonna
We'll
say-
all judge together. All
Okay,
three of us
sounds
will be
good.
like, who dinged in first?
Okay.
We're not very judgmental people. but
No.
going
We're not
to-
trying to have fun
Yes.
here. So no pressure.
All right.
All right, here we go. All right, our first item is a regular McFlurry. And this price that I have here may be the right one or maybe higher or lower. So the game price is $2.25. Oh, ding in over here. You got to hold the mic up there for him. Hold the mic up. What's
Higher.
the price is actually higher, $2.39.
He's got it
For
right.
a regular McFlurry, a point to you.
All right, your next item is a large sweet tea.
Oh,
I have it at
I know the price of this one.
$1.75.
oh, that was really close. What do you think?
What do you think?
I wasn't paying any attention. I was thinking about the
I'll say it
the
again.
price.
$1.75. Larry.
Yes.
Higher.
It's
No.
lower.
Lower.
It's lower.
$1.29.
All right.
Sweet tea.
Sorry, Larry. I should have given you a wink there.
So currently we have 2 points to none right here. Okay, here we go. The Bacon Clubhouse Burger, price $4.10. All right, what's your answer?
Higher.
You are correct. $4.49 for the Bacon Clubhouse Burger.
I feel like you eat at McDonald's a lot. I don't know. Like
He's
he's
been
like
training
so
for this.
positive when he says it. Like you said McFlurry, and he didn't even hear the price.
So
he was in.
We got 3 points already over here.
Man.
That's right.
Wow. All right, we're on to the Big Mac.
Oh, here we
Familiar
go.
with the Big Mac? Anybody
That's
know
my
the
favorite.
jingle? It's actually my favorite
It
too.
is. It's the best thing.
I love it. All right. I have it at $4.25.
Oh, wow. On the
Larry is on it.
He's pretty good.
Lower.
lower.
Correct. It's $3.99.
$3.99 for the Big Mac.
I remember when it was a
God.
little less than that. I know.
He is
So
on
we
it.
got 4
Larry,
points
I'm not
over
feeling
here.
good about this.
Larry.
Not feeling good about this.
Don't eat at McDonald's.
now that's why you need to.
Shame
so when
on
you
you,
play
Larry.
the game,
Shame on you.
Come on. All right, here we go. Last one, if this is it. Here we go. Artisan grilled chicken sandwich, $4.50. Oh, yes?
Come on, Larry.
Lower.
You're right.
Larry's still in the game.
The way you rang that bell, I didn't feel like you were very confident. That was like, I couldn't even hardly hear it.
All right, here we go.
All right, next we've got a medium French fry, $1.50.
Lower.
No, it's $1.89. No,
Larry is on the comeback.
I'm here for you, Larry.
4-2. All right, next
fast.
one. 20-piece chicken nuggets, $4.25.
Oh, he's
I know that one. That's because that's $4.99. It's higher.
It's $5, $4.99. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner.
We've got a
Nicely
winner,
done.
chicken
DJ's got the
dinner.
prize over here.
Hot
Oh!
passes.
Wow, look at that.
Congratulations. Hot
Hey.
passes. Very nice.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to you. Thank you so much for coming out and playing with us. Happy 25th anniversary. Ladies and gentlemen, Jamie McMurray, thank you for coming out and helping us
Thanks,
out.
appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Great job, everybody.
Yes, thanks so much for sticking around. Happy anniversary to you. Yeah. Hey, guys, let's take a look back at who won the Coke 600 back in May.
It's stock car racing's longest night. It's the Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
600 miles.
Start your engine!
For all those fallen heroes, this one is for you. Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, drivers! Really a nice run tonight so far by this 3-car and the new crew chief. That's what you want to see.
A lot of crew chiefs telling their driver, you're anywhere from 3 to 5 laps short, save if you can.
You're running out. Yeah, I'm out.
He's out. He's out.
Simple. Bring it right around here. We'll give you a little bit of gas.
Austin Dillon, the new leader, as Jimmy Johnson is out of gas.
3's going to make it.
Richard Childress's grandson trying to return the 3 to NASCAR victory lane. On fumes, Austin Dillon wins at Charlotte for Richard Childress Racing, Dow and Chevrolet.
Wow.
And look at new crew chief, Justin Alexander gets swarmed by his crew.
Oh, my gosh, man. Cannot believe it.
And welcome back to NASCAR Trackside Live. You guys having a good time out there? You look so beautiful at this hour in the morning. Thanks so much for sticking around, waking up, coming to hang out with us. It's been a great morning so far. So who was out late last night to watch the Xfinity race?
Nice.
Me
Awesome.
too. I was here. Well, the turnaround was a little quick, so we didn't quite get those clips, those highlights cut for you. But we do have a look at the top lineup over here. Let's see. It's on the board right over here. Coming in number 1 was number 42, Alex Bowman.
How about
You
that?
guys watch that?
Awesome win
I
for
kinda
Alex.
took over for that. Number 2, Sam Hornish. Number 3, number 22, Ryan Blaney. Number 4, we've got number 2, Austin Dillon, which we just saw in that clip. Brennan Poole, Cole Klesser, Daniel Hemrick. 8 was Daniel Suarez. 9, Matt Tift. And number 10, Elliott Sattler.
Yeah, fun
How
race.
was
I'm
that?
glad they got that one in. Lots of excitement and
It
really,
was.
really cool. So thank you guys for hanging out with us again and sticking around. So
Yeah.
who do we got? We've got more guests. We've got lots more stuff in store for you.
We
Amy,
do.
who do we have coming up and joining us now?
We have got Doug Rice. Get on up here, Doug.
Come
Thanks
on
so
up
much
here,
for
Doug.
coming
How you
out.
doing? Good to see you. Oh, come on in here. We got
Hey,
a microphone for Doug.
There we go.
Let's get your mic up here.
Perfect.
Well, good morning. I'm Doug Rice with
There we
Performance
go.
Racing Network. And the cavalry is arriving here with a live mic, I think.
Perfect.
Yeah, here we go.
I
Look at
got
that.
you. Just for you.
All right, awesome to be here. I saw you doing the Xfinity results there. We broadcast that race last night. The real excitement for that race was back around 12th and 13th, where Brendan Gaughan and Ryan Reed were battling for the last transfer spot. And they kept swapping positions throughout the night. And even though it wasn't up toward the front, that was really the battle we were watching because Alex Bowman had checked out.
Yeah, and it was really nice to see the little show of support there from each other at the end of the race, shaking hands, saying hi to each other.
Well, that's a
Good
pretty
racing.
classy act, and I thought Brendan handled it real well. I mean, It was obviously very disappointing, but when we talked to him, he goes, "Hey, we just should have ran better the other 2 races, and we wouldn't have been here." So, but that was a nice race within a race.
Definitely. Well, great race last night. Hey, will you sit down and join us and just chat a little
Sure.
bit? So NASCAR Trackside Live, as you know,
I'm gonna do
fall
this.
over here.
Oh, there we go.
I'm just gonna be the chair operator today. Changing my title.
Don't feel bad. We played this game with Dale Jr. last night, and it was up and down, and Michael Waltrip was 3 feet higher than him, and we were going up and down on the seats. So we like to do a little seat
Thank
Olympics
you for the
here.
warning. I appreciate that.
And then sometimes it just ejects.
Yeah,
so.
I know. So you got to watch out.
Yeah,
for
let me
that.
know when the hook comes out.
Talk a little bit about the NASCAR Trackside Live coming back and that fan focus. It's been really fun to see some of the exciting things what we're bringing back for the fans and making it more
What's
fun.
a great program. I mean, I know this has been driven by Marcus Smith and Brian Hammond here at the Speedway. Have kind of been the 2 champions to get this program going, to catch some of that magic, and to give all these fans that, you know, drive a long way and spend a bunch of money to get here a little something extra to do. So, by the way, you can tune us in today. We come on at noon. Most of you will probably be listening on your scanners. We had to adjust our start time because NASCAR pushed up the start of the race to 1 o'clock.
Yep.
Yeah.
And talk a little bit about playoffs, because as we're coming into Charlotte, playoffs. Talk a little bit about playoffs. This is a pretty exciting time, and it's going to be an interesting race, especially with the time change and all of that going earlier in the day.
Well, I think the key is, if you're one of the 12 remaining playoff drivers, is to try to win this race. If you can do this, it gets you through the Talladega Terra, and you don't have to worry about that. You know that you've secured a spot, and I think that's the key. If you're one of those 12 and you can win today, you get to coast for a couple of weeks, and that to me is the very, very important thing, especially if you're one of the lower seeded. Face it, if you're Truex, Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, you probably don't have a whole lot to worry about.
Talk a little bit about we had 1 practice session,
Yep.
and we had some excitement in that for sure. There was, a couple into the wall. We had Brad Keselowski with that amazing save.
Yeah, you couldn't put a credit card between his right rear bumper and the wall, but he got up there pretty close. Kyle Busch face planted his car into the wall. Junior did about the same. That was the track bike era of this weekend. They did not reapply any of the VHT, or I actually called it VH1 on the air the other day. Okay? I'm stuck in the 80s. But they did not put any more of that down on the racetrack. So they didn't do that. They drug some tires to try to bring in a higher groove, but they didn't put any more track bike down.
Well, it sounded like it was okay after the Xfinity race.
Yeah,
it sounded
I thought last night's show was really pretty good. I thought it was a good race. If we could see something along those lines. I've always felt like the daytime racing here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, for me, is better than racing at night. The track doesn't tighten up. You see multiple grooves. The butt end of the cars are hanging out when they get off turn 4. So I think it's a better show.
Right,
Yeah, and you've seen a lot of racing in your time.
Yes, I'm very old.
This is not what I was trying to say.
Almost didn't make it up here.
What?
I did go to
No,
Waffle
I
House
almost
this
didn't make it
morning,
up here. I almost busted my butt over here, by the way. So you did better than I did. But so you've seen racing. You've also seen Dale Earnhardt Jr. race quite a bit. This is his last race here at his home track.
Maybe, and I'm being totally selfish here, maybe one of my biggest disappointments in the time that I've been doing this, and I've been working for PRN for 33 years, was I think it was 2012, and it looked like Junior was going to win the 600 here. He's leading by 20 car lengths halfway down the backstretch, and myself and Mark Garrow alternate calling the end of races. It was my turn to call the finish, and I'm sitting there in my mind, and I'm rehearsing how I'm going to call Junior's finish, and he's going to win, and it's going to be the best thing ever. And as soon as they hand it off to me, his car runs out of gas, and it just stops about 400 feet short, and Kevin Harvick won the race. And I've kind of chided him about this. Thanks for robbing my moment, Maybe I kind of wanted a trophy out of that, too. So.
Well, your robbed moment was actually a moment for me, because I was here when we unveiled the screen.
Right.
And we got the first interview with him after he ran out of gas. So I ran across and did an interview with Dale Jr.
But he's always gracious, and he knew it. He knew they had taken a risk and that they were close on gas. Another pint of gas, and he's a Coca-Cola 600 champ.
Yeah, definitely. And so will you stick around with us and play a little game? Help us out with the game?
Oh, if it's very short.
Very short. Yeah, we'll make it quick.
We'll make it quick. Everybody's got places to go.
Yep. So speaking of Dale Jr., we've got a little clip here to take us to our next game. Let's do a little Dale Jr. win here at Charlotte. Let's take a look up here on our big screen. All right, we'll play a quick game, then you'll be gone.
For the next several hours, we're going to treat you to one of the great American events in motorsports as the NASCAR Winston Cup Series best go at it in their longest event of the 1999 season.
And all eyes are on 24-year-old Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Great.
On the Super Bowl fans. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a race. Dale Earnhardt Jr. makes his first stop in Winston Cup racing.
He's got a pretty good car. I think he's just trying to make 600 miles. I really do.
They will be right. Here's Dale Earnhardt Jr. back on pit road.
You know, tires. He's learning so much right now that'll help him in the future. I think that's what he had in mind. Just go out, get 600 miles under his belt, and learn these racetracks.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. making his first performance, his debut in Winston Cup racing here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The debut performance for 24-year-old Dale Earnhardt Jr., and it's been a beauty.
Welcome back to NASCAR Trackside Live. So great to see you guys out there. Thanks for sticking with us.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Woo! Welcome back. Y'all are looking so good. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. And welcome back once again here to Charlotte Motor Speedway. Doug Rice has stuck around to play a little game with us. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So
You're here to judge.
Rules? Is there a sanctioning body? Do they have to fit a template?
We're very serious here on
Yes.
NASCAR Trackside
You guys
Live.
got to go through inspection over there?
Oh man,
Yeah.
it's gonna be. They're gonna have to go through 2-3 times.
That dude over on the far
We've already
right, I
vetted
don't
him
know, man.
backstage. Now let's see who's playing.
That's
first.
right. What do we got?
What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Kurt from Toledo, Ohio.
Hey,
Great to have
Ohio.
you, Kurt. And
I'm Thomas, and I'm also from Toledo, Ohio.
great to have you. But they
I
look
like
like
that.
athletic men.
So NASCAR
It'll be fine.
Trackside Tryouts is what we're playing today. It's a really
Yeah.
simple game. We're going to put a little time up on the clock here. You can check it out right up here. Here's our rules. We've got tennis balls thrown through the tire. Each ball through is 1 point, and the most points at the end of 30 seconds wins. Pretty straightforward, right?
Now that I'm thinking about it, DJ Drew, you're kind of a target.
Yeah, I know.
Huh.
Don't worry.
Interesting.
It's all professional. So,
All right, who's feeling really confident over here? Who's?
There we go. I like that.
All right,
Good.
yeah.
All right,
he's
step
got
up
it.
behind the orange cones there.
I'm gonna stay over here and count.
Doug, you're going to kind of help us moderate this
All right.
here?
Yes.
Got to be excited. Guy from Ohio. By the way, Michigan lost yesterday.
Are you ready?
All right, here we go. 30 seconds on the clock. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. See what you got. Oh, underhand. Oh, he's already got 1 in, 2 in. Come on, cheer him on, fans. He's got 2 points, 3 points, 4. Wow, this guy. What do you
Kurt's
think?
crushing it here. There's 5, 6. How much time's he got left?
7, 8, 9. What is it?
It's going to be hard to beat.
11, 12.
You guys are messing me up.
My
Everybody's counting
goodness,
different.
4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. That's it. That's
I
it.
had 14.
14 points.
I had 14. Am I wrong? I can't really see them unless they're flying through. So.
I think 14
that
points.
pretty
We're going to go
strong?
with that.
Perfect. So you think you
14
can
points.
beat 14, right?
So that was basically a tennis
14
ball every
to
2
win it.
seconds.
Yes.
Okay, for those of you scoring at home.
Did I mention that we are playing for hot passes?
Oh.
I just want to let you know what you're playing
Now
for.
we
If
tell
you get
him
more than
that.
14, you get these bad boys.
But I think
Oh,
they're...
there you go.
Yeah. All right.
This way.
All right, are we ready? What do you think?
I think it's going to be hard to beat 14.
14
All right, the clock is
All right.
reset.
Yep.
We're ready. Are you ready?
Here we go.
3,
30 seconds.
2, 1.
Let's go. And he's off. Oh, first one off. Oh, he's not good start. No. Oh, no. What happened?
This may be over before it
Oh,
ends. here.
1. Hey, he's got 1. Oh, man.
Through the
Come on.
tire.
All the
Man,
way
I think
through.
I added too
There
much
you go.
pressure.
2, 3.
Oh, we're on a
4.
rhythm now.
Come on.
Oh.
Oh, 6. Here we go.
Got to beat 14. You're halfway there.
3, 2.
Oh, man.
Time is up. Time is up.
Nice work.
Oh.
At 9. 9 and 14.
The agony of defeat right there.
9, 14. And he juggles, ladies and
he
gentlemen.
juggles.
Did we get that? Do that one more time? That's some skills
That's
there.
impressive. Well, ladies and gentlemen, step forward here. Amy's going to hook you up with some fabulous prizes.
There you go, your hot passes.
Congratulations. All the way from Ohio, winning hot passes here.
Doug's got somewhere to be. Doug's got somewhere to be. We got to get him to work.
Oh, on each end, high in the middle. Yeah.
Doug, thank you so much for
Thanks
joining
for having
us.
me, man. This is
we
awesome.
really appreciate it.
All right. Folks, have a great time today. Tune us in. Have fun here at Charlotte.
All right.
Thanks
Thank you so much,
for
Doug.
sticking around, Doug.
Yeah, let's take a little look at our top 10 starting here at the Bank of America 500 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Of course, in that number 1 spot, that number 11 of Denny Hamlin looking good. 20th of Matt Kenseth in that second spot. Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch in fourth. Oh, there's my Kyle fans. I love to hear you. Clint Boyer, Brad Kay in sixth. Chase Elliott, Kurt Busch. Oh, my Chase Elliott fans. I like to hear that. Kurt Busch, Casey Kane, and Kyle Larson in that 10th spot. Kyle looking
That's one of our
fat
friends
too, fast
here.
too. That's right. I know, looking really, really good. Well, thank you guys so much again for sticking around with us. Are y'all ready to have more fun? We got lots more in store for you. Come on, let me hear you. All right.
But first, let's take a look at how they got to those numbers. Let's take a look at qualifying.
Always a tough guess to decide how much you need to adjust your car for night qualifying at Charlotte. The clock's been running now for almost a minute, and we've yet to see cars at the racetrack.
Just 5.5 minutes remaining in round one. Everybody's shooting for Harvick, but now the cut line is at a 29.60. That's going to move up quickly as soon as these cars get out on the track.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. will eliminate the 48 from the top 24 right here. This is a great lap for the 88 who struggled with this backup car a little bit in practice.
Nice job, P16. Jimmy Johnson, the 7-time champion, will not advance to the second round. So Truex Jr. back out because he is currently 16th, trying to make it into the top 12.
This will be tough, Rick. With one extra lap on the tires, their tires are a little bit warmer. I'm going to be really impressed if the 78 can even contend for the top 12. I don't see it possible, but this 78 continues to impress. We'll see. Right now, it's in the red, though.
Blaney went out, tried to break into the top 12, not able to do it with that lap.
Truex Jr. not moving on is a big deal. Remember, he only has 5 starts all year outside the top 10, Rick. So him not being in this final round is, I think, a big opportunity for these other playoff drivers.
This is the number, 28-21. So about a 1/10 of a second slower than his second round lap. Shuts
right
down.
I don't think that's going to be good enough, but I just don't know the fall off in the tires. But riding around, I think you're going to have to be more aggressive. You got to stay in the throttle a little bit more. There you go, Denny Hamlin, 18.
P1 28-18. It will be a Joe Gibbs Racing front row. Denny Hamlin and Matt Kenseth.
What's up? It's hot. We're live here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Y'all having a good day? Look at that. Give me a little fist bump. Y'all are so awesome to come out early in the morning hanging out with us here at Trackside Live. We've got a very special guest coming up here in a minute. But for those of you watching online on the big screen, we got lots more drivers, lots more fun and excitement for you. So come on out here. We're right by the Xfinity Garage inside the track. But you know what? It's time for some more fun. So let's bring up our next guest. If you would please welcome to the stage the number 2, Mr. Bad Brad Keselowski. Welcome to the show, Brad. Good to have you back on. Come on in here. Have a seat right here.
Hold on, I got 2 hats to throw out.
Ooh, nice.
But I got to find the right people here.
Find the right people. They are autographed.
Hold on.
Oh, that's a good shot right there. Oh, that guy's got ups.
Let's see here. One more. Hey.
Nice. Here, have a seat in the middle right here. Okay. There you go.
Thanks for having me.
Man, thank you for coming back.
Glad to be here.
Really enjoyed the last time with you. That was a lot of fun.
Likewise.
Getting to do a little throwing contest there. And
yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Should I be warming up? A couple arm circles in here?
We've got something else in store for you, a little something else special for you.
It's a surprise.
That's right. It's a surprise. Okay. We're full of surprises
I'm ready for that. You know, this racing's always full of surprises, so you have to be ready for them.
Tell me about it. Well, talk a little bit about that because, you know, it's always that hurry up and wait game. And what do you do as a driver when you're ready to go and it's not happening and you got to be prepared to do something.
You know, honestly, I try to take a nap. But I like to take naps. So, and, you know, sometimes, you know, you read and you pull things up on your phone and you kind of goof off a little bit. But what else you can do? You just try to make the most of it, right? You know, I try to always remember when things are going on and you're kind of like bored or you're not where you want to be. Like, well, at least I'm not like with a broken arm or broken leg or something. It could be a lot worse.
That's true. You know, it's been fun. It's been fun to see what you've been doing online and in the studio as well. You're actually doing some hosting, doing some commentating, color commentating, etc.
It's been good.
What's that like? I mean, that's got to be fun moving from the one seat to the other. You enjoying it?
It is. I'll be honest. When I first started racing, I would get nervous, you know, and then you get to racing a little bit longer, and you're like, oh, I got this. It doesn't make me nervous. And people ask you, do you get scared, you know, when you're out on the racetrack? And no, not anymore. Like I'm way past that. And you know, I'm, you know, maybe driving through turn 3, but I'm thinking about turn 1 and 2, and how I'm going to pass somebody or a race strategy or whatever it might be. But then when I go to do TV, like in the booth, it's like that first race again. Like I get nervous. Like, oh gosh, I hope I don't say the wrong thing or get in trouble. So my wife Paige was here Friday, and she was doing the Better Half Dash, which Marcus Smith and the whole Charlotte Motor Speedway, Don Hawk with the Bandoleros and their whole team set it up to where you know, a lot of the drivers' wives and significant others and the crew members' wives and significant others could race little cars around the quarter-mile track. So I'm watching my wife, and I was way more nervous than I was getting ready to go to the race. So I got to work on that.
Oh man, and she did a good job too, man.
She did. She led the most laps, which was good. Didn't quite get the win that she wanted, but a lot to be proud of.
Definitely. Well, we got some
She
fan
had the
questions.
pole, so that was
she
good.
did. Sitting on the pole for sure. Well, we've got some fan questions down here. Amy's got somebody for you right here. Who do we got down there, Amy?
Number one, I loved that race. I thought it was fantastic.
It was
I had a
cool.
great time watching the ladies race. I've got Kyle down here in the fan zone. What's your question for Brad?
Who's your favorite driver besides you?
Oh. Favorite driver besides me? Huh.
Chase Elliott! Chase!
Wouldn't it be ironic if I said Kyle Busch? It would be. Would that be, is ironic the right word?
We could use that word. I think ironic would fit.
I don't know. Let's see. Favorite driver. Usually my favorite driver is whoever's in my mirror because I'm ahead of them. And those are the drivers I always like, the ones you're beating. You know,
the one in my rearview mirror.
Yes, isn't that? I mean, I feel like that's a good one. And my least favorite driver is the one right in front of me. So who's my favorite driver? There's a lot of drivers watching right now back in the motorhome lot, you know, so there's a lot of pressure on this answer. So I have to choose between my teammates, Ryan Blaney and Joey Logano.
Good choices. Good choices.
This is tough. This is tough. Who do you think it should be?
Well, I think it should be from the heart. Like,
It should
you know,
be
yeah, from the heart.
I feel like you can stick with the ones in my
Let's see,
rearview mirror.
Well,
I
here's
feel
where
like
I'm
that's
torn.
fair.
Ryan Blaney is renting my house, so there's revenue attached to this answer.
I think then we know we go with the pocketbook instead of the heart, right?
Okay, fair enough.
The wallet wins.
But Joey's been a really good friend of mine as well, and Brian has too. He came up through the truck team, so they're both pretty good drivers, and we're both pretty good friends.
Awesome. That's great. Well, great fan question.
Thanks for your
Thank you
question,
so much.
Kyle.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Talk a little bit about the fans. This has been really cool to bring NASCAR Trackside Live back. Some of the things that we're doing for the fans. Talk a little bit about that fan interaction because that's why we get to do what we do.
Well, it's really important. And, you know, back to the earliest days of the sport with Richard Petty, he was known for coming to the racetrack and sticking around for hours after the race and kind of signing autographs in his heyday. And he really set the tone, I think, for this sport to have the high level of access it has and to have the high level of, you know, personability. Because, you know, I've been to a few NFL games, NBA games, and, you know, when it's game day, those guys are, you know, you don't see them, right? Which is okay, too. It's just a different culture, and I think Richard Petty really set the tone, a really high bar that, you know, none of us will probably ever be able to meet, but it's certainly something to aspire to and set the sport up for, you know, the great legacy it has for trying to take care of its fans when we can.
Definitely.
Now, stuff, you know, you can't always get to everybody, right? There's going to be a lot of people here today, and there's no way you can get to everybody, but, you know, you reach who you can, and you try to say hi and be respectful when you can.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you to you and all the drivers. Again, this sport is the greatest sport, I believe, just because of that access and being able to be a part of the family. So thank you for that.
Do I get to ask you a question?
Yeah, heck yeah. Fire away.
All right, I want to know, you changed the paint scheme a little bit here.
What?
you got a little different facial hair.
Yeah,
You
trimmed it up a little bit.
Trimmed it up a little bit.
Yeah.
It threw me off. It really did. What happened?
Maybe I'm losing a little weight, working out a little bit.
Really?
Getting
Was there a lady involved?
Well, my wife of 18 years, who's watching right now.
Okay.
She's the lady of my. No.
Okay.
But I've been working out with her. Thank you for noticing.
You change. You look a little different.
Thank you very much.
We asked this because at Team Penske, there's a no facial hair rule.
Really?
At Team Penske, yeah. So we're all like policemen for each other's facial hair. And I don't. It's weird. I know it's really weird, but I just noticed it was a little different. It's looking a little trimmer.
Thank you very much.
Well,
I appreciate it.
Roger Penske, who owns our race team, he's got this no facial hair rule. And
interesting.
He comes to the racetrack and he shaves every day, and he expects the same out of everybody else. So
looking sharp.
That's the deal.
Sharp.
Yeah.
So one day, many years in the future, will we see you with a goatee?
It'll probably be on a day where I'm no longer employed.
Hopefully that day never comes.
It will not be my finest of days, but yes, I would assume you will see it. Either a day where I'm no longer employed or I've had a couple of weeks vacation.
There you go. Okay,
so
we'll
I'm
go
at
with the
work,
latter.
yeah.
We'll go with the latter. Well, will you stick around and play a quick game with us?
Yes, let's do it.
We got Brad's going to stick around. Look at this. We got some Brad K fans down right here with their number twos. And speaking of which, let's take a little look. We'll come right back in just a minute, play a game with Brad K. But let's take a look at some of his wins here at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Oh, I want to see.
We're just about ready to go racing in the Bank of America 500.
Ready to race tonight for the only night race in the chase. 500 miles ahead at the very fast and very tricky Charlotte Motor Speedway.
The green flag wave. Jeff Gordon gets a big jump on Kevin Harvick. He'll lead the field to turn one.
Go, 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 go. The jack started the car, Brad.
Coming back, but dragging pretty hard. Just trying not to break anything here.
Getting ready to find out who's got some fight left in them tonight.
He's got 2, you got 4. Go get him.
In a season filled with disappointment, Brad Keselowski finally enjoys one shining moment as he wins the Bank of America 500.
Hey, boys. Damn right we did it. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, everybody. Awesome.
First win of this season for last year's champion.
Here at NASCAR Trackside Live. Are y'all having a good time out there? This is a good day, isn't it?
It's a great day.
We're digging it, having a good time.
Especially
Brad,
with these
thanks so
smiles
much.
up front.
Yeah, I know. Thanks so much for sticking around with us. We
Glad to be
appreciate it.
here. I see the game being set up.
Yes, we have a game
What's
we're
in the
gonna play.
cups, I must ask?
It's water. It's water.
Okay.
It's early. So,
I do have a Miller Lite sponsorship, and whenever cups and ping pong balls get brought out, usually that's when we get in trouble.
Yeah.
But go
Especially
ahead.
there's
all
water
right, so
involved.
don't worry. We're not going to get you in trouble. We do have 2 fans set up to play a little game that we like to call Bad Brad Pong.
Okay.
All right? That's very simple.
Somehow you are going to become 2.
Oh, we have 1 fan. Oh, no, we're going to play.
Brad's
you're
playing.
going to play against her.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
water.
Who's my competition?
Over here. What's your name? Where are you from?
Ann Schuback. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Well, welcome, Ann.
Fantastic. Welcome to the show, Ann.
All right, so we're going to go 1 for 1.
No, here's what we're going to do. Bad Brad Pong is totally different.
Okay.
Now, here's what's going to happen. You're both going to stand at opposite ends of the table. We're going to set the ping pong balls up in the middle. All right, and what you're going to do is you're going to, at the same time, when I say go, you're going to throw as many ping pong balls as you can into the other person. So it's going to be full-on back and forth action at the same time. There may
So
be
the
some
fast
ricocheting.
as possible.
Fast as possible.
Fast as possible.
It's a
That's
race.
what we're going for. It's a
Are
race.
you looking for loopholes? Because I know you like to do that.
Yes, I am.
I'm just checking.
Where did that come from?
Seeing how well I know you.
That's
by
right.
far.
And he's like,
Actually,
can I,
she's pretty accurate on that.
Take these.
can I get this higher? Can I get it
throwing them
closer?
over.
Can I
There we
only
go.
throw 1 at a time? Is that one of the rules?
That is one of the rules.
Yeah, 1 at a time.
That is one of the
One
rules.
at a time.
Thank you for asking.
Yeah, good call.
I try to be a rule maker, not a rule breaker. All right, I got to
All
put
right.
the microphone down
Is
so I
this
can get
easier?
in the
Do you want me to put
competitive
it down
spirit.
here?
Okay, we've got some time on the clock, and we've got DJ Drew over there going to hook us up with some music. 30 seconds.
30 seconds on the clock. You guys
Are we ready? Fans, help us out here. Make some noise.
Ready?
Let's count it down.
3,
2, 1. And we're off. off. Let's go.
Nice.
Oh.
Anne's off to a great start.
Oh, she's already got 2 in. And Brad's now even with her. Oh.
Oh,
no,
Brad's
3. 3 to 2.
All right.
Come on, you got this. Cheer them on. Come on, folks.
Let's hear this. 15 seconds. 15 seconds.
What do we got? Oh, this is close. Close. Come on, fans. Who's it going to be?
5, 4, 3,
Who's it
2,
gonna
1.
Oh, time.
Awesome. All right, over here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
9.
How about this, Brad? I will give you these hot passes and let you do with them what you will.
Give away 2 hot passes?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Can you think of anybody at all you'd like to give them to?
Well, I got one great idea right here. Thank you. For a winner like you, I mean, I got to give you a hot pass. I don't know what goes on in Pittsburgh that you're so good at this, but
We've got a
it
few
sounds
good
like a
teams.
good time. Invite me next
Come
time.
to Pittsburgh.
All right, so I got one more hot pass.
I've got a boyfriend.
All right, okay, that's a good idea.
Keep
She pleads her case very well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, fans,
Thanks
how about
so
it?
much.
Big thank you to our fan. Big thank you to Brad.
Thank
for
you.
having us here
Thank
today.
you.
That was good. She's really good at this.
She did good.
Yeah, that was super impressive.
Raining them.
I know. Pretty impressive.
Crushing it. All right, well, coming up, we've got Ty Dillon, who's ready for some more action here on NASCAR Trackside
We
Live.
got some more games, too.
Definitely, lots
Anybody
more
else want to
fun.
play games with drivers?
Yeah? All right. Well, we're going to come back to you.
Perfect.
But first of all, let's take a look at practice, because as we talked about earlier, practice was a little fun
Short
for
and
the
sweet.
fans, but maybe not necessarily for the drivers. Let's
Right.
take a look up on our screen here at practice.
This is the type of place that if you have any sort of disappointment or heartbreak, it reminds you every time you drive down Highway 29 right out here in front of the Speedway of what could have been or should have been, versus if you had success, you kind of get to relive those moments and think about how great it was.
Joe Logano, first out onto the track.
For Ray Jeff, we've had a car hit the wall off turn 4. It looked like the 88. I was just looking at the top of the board that he was the fastest thing here.
Wow.
Hit the wall hard on the exit of turn 4.
Without a doubt, that car is destroyed.
And now we have an issue for the 2 of Brad Keselowski.
When he gets loose, his car doesn't go anywhere near straight like the 88. His is the opposite. Look at this. Wow.
Oh, what a save.
I didn't know drifting was allowed in NASCAR.
We're watching the 18 car on the racetrack.
He's not sure which direction to go now.
Well, he was, I thought he was on a qualifying run.
So I was thinking that he was mad, you know what I mean? He just kind of flipped out there for a moment, but looking at lap time, I don't think that's what it was.
It's like another one into the wall.
That looked very similar to what we saw with Dillon Jr. Not quite as severe of a turn. You can see right there, the car just has no grip.
Quickest was Kyle Larson.
Welcome back to NASCAR Trackside Live. You guys having a good morning with us? Thanks for sticking around. That was a really fun game with Brad Keselowski. Thanks so much for coming out, Brad. It means a lot to us. It means a lot to the fans, right? So thank you so very much. Now, without further ado, we have another driver on deck for you. How about number 13 of the Chevrolet, Ty Dillon?
Come on up, Ty.
Hey, so good to see you.
Yeah.
Glad to be here.
This is your first official appearance on Trackside Live.
For sure.
And
I
you
got
brought some
something to give
Fanatic
away. How
swag.
about that? Who wants it? Let's see. This guy looks pretty excited. We got one more. I got a hat here.
Yeah.
Let's see. This guy right here. How about that?
Oh, there
Thanks
you go.
so much to Fanatics
That's
for
right.
all the swag.
Yeah, no worries.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So we got to speak with you whenever Greg Olson was in town a little while ago, but this is your first appearance on Trackside Live. Welcome.
Thanks, guys. Glad to be on. I've been watching you guys on the big screen, so glad to be here now. And had some fun with Greg Olson playing the M&M's game, so that was really cool.
Yeah, that was fun too, because we played that a couple times, and I don't know if he was like telekinesis or whatever, but he was figuring it out.
He just
I don't
eats
know.
a lot of
Definitely knew
M&Ms.
what's going on.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it, hanging out with the fans. We're going to play a little game here in a minute. But talk a little bit about the interaction with the fans, and especially this being a home race for all the drivers. This is a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, it's so cool, this being kind of our backyard, my backyard, and I've been coming here since I was born, I'd say, and watching races, and to be able to compete in the Monster Energy Cup Series now here at my home track means a lot. So all these fans that are here from North Carolina and all over, You guys mean so much to us, and it's cool to have friends and family here to cheer you on. So this race always gets kind of bumped up a couple notches just because you have so many people that are close to you, that you know from your hometown, that are here cheering you on, so it means a lot.
Are there? Yeah, we got the Air Titans out there drying.
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah, a little bit of drying going on.
We got a little bit of racing to do a little later.
That's right. Let's get this thing in. I'm excited. Does that add, like, all these family, friends, et cetera, come and hanging around? Do they actually, like, you bring them out to the track? Do they come and hang out on the pit box? You know, how much of that is that not affect the driving, but yeah, that's part of the experience, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit more chaotic on race day, just having everybody around. The garage is a lot more full than some races you'll see on pit road before the race starts. You can't hardly walk just because there's so many friends and family that get access to pit road. But it's really cool to be able to have those people who, you know, when we go on the road, we don't get to see them on weekends. They can come and finally see what we do as a job for the guys that are working on their teams. Their families get to come to the track and see their husbands or wives do their job. So it's really cool to have that experience here on top of another great race weekend in our backyard.
And sleep in your own bed.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. That's been the nicest thing.
Speaking of families, yours is expanding. Yeah.
Yes, we got I got my first child on the way. November 29th is when she's supposed to be here. I'm having a little girl. So excited to meet the little girl. I can't wait. It's been a really cool and exciting process. My wife and I, she's doing a great job, and you know, you're nervous for your first child, but man, I can't wait for my world to change.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. We're so excited for you, aren't we? Yes.
And your world will change.
Jose can attest, especially with little girls, right, Jose?
Ooh, man, two daughters, man. That'll wake you up real quick. It'll be
Might have
good, though.
some pointers.
Best thing ever.
Hey, you want to stick around and play a game that may
Definitely.
or may not involve parenthood?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Let's do it.
It'll be fun. Well, thank you so much for sticking around with us. Before we do that, and we're going to play that game with Ty Dillon in just a moment, let's take a look at some of Dale Jr.'s moments here at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
There are 43 drivers in tonight's race, but the spotlight has shone most brightly on 25-year-old Winston Cup rookie Dale Earnhardt Jr.
As Earnhardt Jr. comes off of turn number 4, down to the checkered flag. Is it good enough to get his first career Winston Cup pole position? Yes!
Dale Earnhardt Jr. made a daring move, pulling to the outside of DJ, to the inside of Burton. Move Dale Jr. up to third now. Dale Jarrett blocks the inside line, but here comes Jr. He'll try the outside. In turn 2, Dale Jr. steers to the outside lane. He's up alongside Dale Jarrett.
The fans are going absolutely crazy. Dale Earnhardt Jr. comes to the checkered flag and wins the 2000 running of the Winston. He restarted in 10th position with 8 laps to go, and the 4 fresh tires turned out to be the trick. He stormed through the field, passing Dale Jarrett, coming to the white flag to score the victory.
Tell you what, he's been impressive all night long.
The next generation of NASCAR superstars.
Welcome back to NASCAR Trackside Live. Thanks for sticking around with us. Hey guys, Ty Dillon stuck around too to play a little game. We have babies on the table. Can you guess what's about to happen?
Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. I haven't yet to change a diaper in my life. I was kind of waiting for my first child, but looks like it's about to happen.
Practice
and I'm
makes
scared.
perfect.
That's
Yes.
right.
Practice
That's
Now
right.
let's find out who you're playing against, and let's find out what her experience is on changing diapers too. How about that?
Hey, I'm Katie, and I have 2 kids. So they're 5 and 3, so it's been a minute. But, yeah, I'm excited.
I think she
Experienced
may.
veterans here. And,
Katie, you'll be
definitely,
playing for these hot passes
Oh,
too.
nice.
I know.
Awesome. So here's the rules, really simple. We've got 2 babies up here. We've got 2 diapers. We've got 2 contestants. I think you can figure this out. But the first round is going to be a simple, who can put the diaper on the baby the fastest?
Yeah.
That's it, really.
Perfect.
Second round is going to be, let's up the ante. How about adding a blindfold? Oh. And then the third round, if we need it, if there's a tiebreaker, will be changing a baby with one hand. Oh.
Yeah.
So we may not get to round 3, but it's going to be
What
fun.
are you doing over there?
Just checking it out. Yeah.
Is there any extra tape on that diaper?
There's no owner's manual for this thing. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's all right. This is going to be great. This is what we do here
All
at
right.
NASCAR Trackside Live. Is help folks
All
out.
right.
Are you guys
All right.
ready for round one?
I got to put this
All right,
microphone
here we go.
down.
Yeah,
Are
you
you
can
ready,
set that
Katie?
down. Okay, fans, what do you think? Are you ready? All right.
All right.
All right, here we go. First one to get the
Whoever
diaper
gets
on.
it done fastest.
Got to be fast, and we're going to check it. Amy and I are going to both look at it.
Yep.
All right, you're going to have to get post-race inspection. All right, here we go.
Are you
Help
ready?
us down.
3,
2,
2,
1. Let's go racing.
Oh,
and-
she flips it over first.
Oh,
you don't
yeah.
have to undress
Oh,
it.
you don't have
undress
to.
it.
You can leave it on. Yeah, she's actually going to take off the outfit because
She's
that's what
like,
you're
I
supposed
really have
to do.
kids, though.
I get that.
I still have a feeling that you might.
Oh, do we have we've got one
All right.
on?
He
We've
was
got
the
one on?
first, however.
Now wait.
However.
Did I do it backwards?
All right, we're going to do a little.
I did put it on backwards. That'll work. It'll get the job done.
All right, let's hold it up here for a little post-race inspection. Amy, I think we have a backwards diaper here.
I think we.
I got a little confused. I was coming around turn 2, and it got spun around. I just got confused there. So we'll get them next time.
All right,
You
so
know what? Hopefully Haley won't see this, or you can practice a little bit more before this happens.
don't worry, nobody's going to see this. It functions. It does function. But I think we actually have our first round winner. Congratulations over here. Well done. Now, moving on to round 2. This is going to be the tough one. If you want to go ahead and take this off here. And round 2 is going to be blindfold. Here we go. Yeah, we'll just throw this out. There you go. That's the first time we've ever
All
thrown
right,
out diapers.
I'm going to
All
hand
right.
you your diaper just so you know where it is. There it is.
There you
got
go.
it? All right, you need help with your blindfold? You got it? Hey,
Oh, he's getting ready. All
I
right,
like it. Okay.
ladies and gentlemen,
We'll give it to
our
him.
blindfolded round. No pressure.
no pressure.
As a
There's the
parent,
hat.
all eyes are watching.
All
This
right.
video, we can play this at the 16-year-old birthday of the child. All right, here
Are
we
you
go.
ready? 3, 2, 1.
Let's go. Who's
Let's go,
got it on
Katie.
first?
Let's go, Katie. You got this. Oh,
Oh,
she's
wow.
got it.
She's got the kid.
Both legs in.
It's looking good. It's looking
She
good.
found
Yeah.
the flap
There we go.
and the right flap.
He was watching.
And she
Oh!
done. Sorry about that,
Wait,
Ty.
we still come on, cross the finish line.
And
yes.
he can't see.
He's got this.
That's what he just
And
said.
it's on.
Nice.
Wow.
Woo! Checking out. Oh my. Nice
Wow,
work.
that's really good. You did not hold that. There you go.
Hold them, right?
That's how
that's how you're supposed to hold them.
Exactly.
I think
That's
someone
perfect.
needs parenting classes real quick. Hey, Katie, we got some hot passes for you. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, Ty. Hope that was
Thanks for
helpful
having me.
for you. Was that
Yes.
helpful at all?
No,
You learn
definitely.
anything?
I'm one step closer now.
One
so,
step closer.
Yep, I'm getting a
I
little
love
bit
it.
better.
I love it.
But thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Katie, for being a part of this. Hey, guys, we're still looking for that crazy fan of the week.
That's right.
I'm just kidding. I'm being told in my ear that I'm the crazy one, and there is no fan of the week. Cool.
That's all right. You're all fans of the week. Thank you
Yes,
so much
you
for
are.
coming
Thanks
and
so
hanging
much.
out with us. We really enjoyed it. How about give it up for Ty Dillon up here? Thank you so much for coming
Thank
out
you,
and joining
Katie.
us.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, guys. Amy,
Thank you.
this has been great hanging
I had
out
a
with all the
blast.
fans here at NASCAR Trackside Live, Charlotte Motor Speedway style. We love you guys.
Yeah, we do.
Have y'all had a good time today?
Yes.
We love you.
Hey, guys, we didn't do a Trackside Fan of the Week this week, but we will have one at Texas Motor Speedway.
That's right. So we'll see you
Yeah.
all there. Texas Motor Speedway. Remember, if you can't catch us, NASCAR Trackside Live at your favorite track, you can watch it online. Go back to NASCAR.com or YouTube.com/NASCAR. Watch all the other episodes. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Bye.
Y'all have a wonderful day.